Uh, yeah, just certainly a unique summer for us. Really excited about this group. Really, we've only kind of all been together, maybe not even quite a week yet, but kind of been putting the pieces together all off season. And the guys that have been here, the older guys have been here, and we've been working for a month, so I know they're really ready to go and excited about the trip and the opportunity to represent our country and do something special by playing in the World University Games in Italy. I think is certainly something special and something that you don't get to do very often. So at the same time, it's as we've slowly gotten more players here, freshmen finishing school and getting to campus, integrating those guys in, getting some transfers on campus, and then obviously finishing our recruiting with Tevin Mack late. It's been a lot. It's been busy, and but I'm really excited about the group. I like the way they're practicing. Our energy level and effort is really good. I think guys are super excited not only about the trip, but just about the opportunity to change their place in the program. And a lot of guys have been waiting. The Clyde Traps and the Amir Sims. There's almost a time where you have to wait your turn a little bit. And when you do get your chance, I think that's something that's really special. And I think those guys want to make the most of it. So there's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement on our team.
Brad, with so many new people coming in all at once, how great is it for you guys to have this opportunity to go play and get to know each other and learn how each other plays?
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a special trip for us that way. I think I would like to have had a little more time in terms of practice with the new guys, just because you're still trying to figure some things out. But we're going to do it on the fly, and the best thing about it at the beginning of next year is we'll have game footage and experience, and we'll kind of know where guys are a little bit and who needs work on what, and maybe we'll know a little bit more about what guys play a little bit better together. And so it's certainly it's a good advantage for us to utilize this time, and something that I know that we've all looked forward to.
What does a guy like Tevin Mack bring to the table for you?
Yeah, Tevin's a talented scorer and an experienced player, which on a team with no seniors is really important. He and Curran both have been through the wars and played at a high level, so both guys are used to playing against size and speed and experience and in front of big crowds, and so I think that's important. Tevin specifically is a guy that I've known for a long time, recruited him in high school, and just have always been impressed with the way he can score. He's a guy that can make baskets, and our team needs that. We certainly lost some really good players and guys that scored a lot of points for us, and so just having a guy who's a proven scorer, I think, really helps this team.
You brought in a couple more, Honor and Moore. Obviously, they'll have to sit out a year, but Moore's a forward, Honor another guard. Are you looking to bring in another grad transfer for the front court, or are you done with this wave of transfers?
No, yeah, we're done. We're out of scholarships, and obviously Jonathan Bear's injury is, really was wet blanket on us for here a little bit. Feel awful for Jonathan just because of how hard he's worked all last season, both physically to get himself to where he can be a really good player, and then also his skill level to be able to do some different things. And he made some great progress, and then you just hate to see a guy like that, have an injury right away and have to be out for a while. And that's part of why I went out and got Tevin, and knowing that we needed more depth. I think Kayvon is going to help us, in the front court some. He's coming off an injury last year where he really didn't get to do much at Texas Tech. He didn't even practice that much, so I think we got to be patient with him a little bit. But I like his size and length. He's 6'8", dribbles and passes, and a guy who can play some different positions for you. So that's really good. And then Nick's just a really good little point guard that can make shots and plays with good speed, and has been through a year of college basketball, and played very well in his year at Fordham, and so we really like his addition. I think he's a smart guy and seems to be picking things up pretty quickly.
Does Bear, is he going on the trip with you, and B, how long before he can start getting back and maybe trying to get back to health?
Yeah, well, he is going on the trip, and he's doing great in terms of surgery, and a couple of weeks out of surgery. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to be done. I don't know about a timetable. We're certainly optimistic that he'll be able to play this year at some point. Obviously things need to go well and progress for a while here, but he's working really hard at it. Training staff, doctors done a great job with him, and we'll just cross our fingers and hope that he'll be ready at some point this year.
Is there anything you learned on that last trip?
Circle recruiting process with Tevin, given that you recruit him out of your high school, and then you're able to kind of recruit him again on the back end as he finishes.
Yeah, I certainly think it was an advantage, and certainly that's part of what you're doing in some of these recruiting situations. You recruit guys, and it's a little bit like Shelton Mitchell. We didn't get Shelton Mitchell the first time, and we got him on his transfer. Ironically, we didn't try to get him the second time when he left Texas. So there's been some time. We kind of joked about it during the recruitment. I'm glad that he's finishing his career in the state and I think he has a chance to really, leave a good legacy. He's had some good things happen to him in college basketball, but I think he has more to prove, and he's certainly a mature guy that's seen a lot. And I think he's excited about the opportunity. He knows we lost a lot of good players and talented scorers, and that we were looking for another guy to do that, and that's right up his alley. So I think he's very excited about the opportunity.
Is there anything you learned on that last trip that I'm going to put that knowledge to use this time, or anything that you took away from it?
This is much different than kind of the trips to Spain or Italy that we've taken previously. Those are a little more probably sightseeing and a little more adventure driven, and the basketball is a little bit secondary. The practices are great, just like the practices for this have been really good. But obviously when we get over there, the basketball will take a front and center stage, and so we won't do quite as much of the sightseeing and all the other things that you kind of get to do. So it's a little bit different that way, but I think it'll be good for this team.
The